Hello! Valpenvarion greets you with an army of elite elven units as he engages Captain Malbrook. How are you doing, everybody? We are dealing with Uruk-hai. Yay! So there are crossbows, fodder for our cavalry, there's infantry, fodder for our halberdiers, and some spear guard, well, for archers, I suppose. So that's basically how this is going to go down. Very simple. Very straightforward. We are, as the lad says, gonna put an end to this evil. And, Gandalf the White, but black is mightier still. I would like to, not entirely agree with that statement. Because the golden word is now reigning supreme. And of course, I just had to briefly avoid a bit of a, shall we say, power loss. We will be back in action now. Here we are. Sorry for the delay, so to speak. Well, here. So, simple setup, swordsman ready to go anywhere. Halberds in a line. Cavalry on the flank. Let's shoot these buggers. Okay. Oh, they're all over there. It's an interesting place. Okay. Well, if that is what they want to do, then we shall accommodate them. Uruk-hai infantry, crossbow as leader of their forces. Let's wait a while, because they do have two crossbow units, one of them probably hiding around there-ish. And, yeah. I don't want one to be loading crossbows against me while the others are taking whatever charge I throw at them. So, yeah. Let's rather move these folks forward a bit. And, load up our bows. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. That's looking pretty decent. There we go. Okay, so while they are walking, they should be less capable of apparently predicting or withstanding charges. Their narrow views on their helmets apparently doing them a grave disservice in a moment such as that. Ah, but we lost a few riders. Not to arrow fire though, which I find rather fortunate given the onslaught of missiles moving their way. Quarter of them gone. No, not. Actually, the Uruk-hai crossbows are falling pretty nicely, so. And there we go. Slam. And slam. And we're just gonna cycle charge those crossbows into oblivion. Oh, and we managed to distract their infantry. The spear guard, to be precise. Because of course we did. Now they're going back. We're going forward. Let's attack the infantry. You guys attack the spear guard. It's all a free for all.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Okay. All you guys, take on the spear guard. And cavalry. Crossbows. Everything's gonna be nice. Oh, they flee. Yeah, let's run their captain down just for good measure. There he goes. He survived for bloody long. And bloody was indeed also a good description of him. So.
Be awed by the victory we have won.
Yay.
Today.
For each elf lost, 50 Uruk-hai died. Orcs. Some of them are orc men, I suppose. And so I shall celebrate this with a new kind of tea. Yeah, it is a red tea of sorts, but mixed with a lot of lovely things. So it has the slight propensity to bitterness that some black teas can have, but which can be just really nice and contrasting with something sweeter, which the tea also has. So just in itself, it's a really, really nice experience. Okay, there we are. Another Isengard army bites the dust. And so, where does that leave us? Well, it leaves us in anxious neutrality with Enethwaith. We will see what becomes of that. And let's just send our spy through well, the lands of Gondor to see how far our friends have come in combating what must now be considered their real mortal enemies. Because Mordor down here is losing ground by the day. As evidenced by Heldir now marching toward Captain Gorbak. Yes, to their underworld they shall be sent. The Elven Empire takes form. I mean, we even have a hill, so this is going to be a very, very straightforward, shooty-looty affair. I'm not even going to put these guys in front of my archers. I just want them to have full reign of the field, which they should surely have. Do they have any archers for our cavalry to run down? I suppose they do. I didn't really check, but now I'm going to check now. No, they don't. Ah, okay. So they're going to be complete sitting ducks, as one might say. In lieu of archers, let's send our cavalry over to the left flank for them to just run down to Mork Coast. Or maulers, whatever they tend to have. Actually, I'd prefer to shoot the maulers because of their low armor and non-existent shields. Okay. You guys, start targeting those halberds. They need to go down sooner or later. Orc Coast, Moran and Guard though. Yeah, we don't even need to use our cavalry one bit. They can just hang around until they flee, so, okay. That was an interesting move. Interesting as in boneheaded, but still, interesting. Oh. I don't want my, lovely elves to flee. They just need to stand there and shoot them into oblivion because, yeah, they will run before even reaching our lines. All of them at the same time, apparently. Very nice, very good. And the halberds there, hanging on by a thread. Ooh. And they are gone. Yep. Simple victory. Basically a shooting gallery for our March Wardens, which I am actually fine with. That is a lovely, lovely thing. And now their lord was scattering in haste great forces to meet the onslaught of the captains of the west. Well, I mean, it's a bit too late now, isn't he? Well, I suppose the spirit of Sauron still endures. Even if we destroy all of Mordor as a faction, he will still endure until the One Ring is summarily brought to Mount Doom. There we go. And since we are neutral with Harad, I'm just gonna pop him back into Thoros. And destroy whatever buildings can't be used. Ar-Adûnâim though. Here we have another exemplary elven force. And the question is, can we move out most of these troops? I'm going to say yes we can. And what we can also do is take... Oh, damn it, misclick. Not a fatal one though, but we can take this elven fort. Or it is going to be a Lothlorien fort. So. Yay. Ostithil, you're upgrading into fortress. Yay. Skiliath, you know, not much exciting happening, but maybe we should build some ballistae, because if we end up fighting Harad, then we will come into contact with Mumakil, I assume, at this stage in the game. So it would behoove us to have some firepower ready to deal with them. And powerful the elves are, but not really armor-piercing to the degree that Mumakil require in order to die off. But our archers should prove very, very capable in halting, you know, the infantry, and we can use halberds against the cavalry, and yeah, I think that's all going to be okay. The Winion, not sure what they're doing, but I guess we'll see. Oh. And then we recruit more troops here and there and, well, most everywhere. We're surrounded by allies here in the north. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Okay. We have a large army in Isengard though. And I'm tempted to just move it out. Yeah, why not? Just recruit another general and let him sit in Isengard, and then with the Radian can move out in 2 turns. I think I'm actually going to be completely okay with that. Because then... Yeah, where are we going to send him actually? That's a good question. I suppose it depends on what the state of the world is like in 2 turns, but most likely down to this area here. It's always nice to have generals near the front lines. Or maybe we should send them over here to just finally smash Isengard's heads in. Come down into Cirthior from the north. Yeah, now that I think of it, that's probably the best decision. And recruitment over here is slowly starting to become an actual reality. Ooh. Bregnas. A large city. Ugh, a large orc city, which means there's barely a city at all, but hey. I suppose we'll survive it. Many other places shall have proper Lothlorien cities, though. From Rochberg to Tirith Anduin and Dwayne. Ginyard is going to be a weird outlier, but I'm going to forgive them for that. I suppose it's going to be alright. Let's just get that one rolling. Rumil in Calenhad. What to do with you? I suppose only time will tell. If I remember right, we had one of our
yes, my lord.
diplomats moving south toward Harad. Yeah, exactly. Nice. Down toward Tier 3. Hello, Dolamroth. How are you doing today? Gonna propose trade to me?
We bring word for you.
Wow. Okay. And there are enemies of the Ar-Adûnâim tribes. But I suppose I am allied to Gondor, so, you know, that ship has kind of already sailed. Sure. Let me just know where you are, I guess. And
This proposal is of little
yeah, let's do that.
We cannot thank you enough.
I don't care about money at this point. Asking for 600 is like, just... yeah. Oh, would you share the, you know, a hundredth of your seasonal economy with us? Yeah, sure. Or hundredth of a percentage. A hundredth of a percent. So, yeah. It's basically nothing. Or yearly income, I should probably say. What is our income at, to be honest? To be frank. Oh, okay, yeah, so our yearly... So, our income, of course, this doesn't include expenditure, but it's still, you know, an idea of the, yeah, just this income, yeah. Actually, over hundreds of... oh, dear. Dear me. So, yeah, basically less than 1% of the income earned every season. Money simply is not an object anymore. Hello, Harad. Similar intentions?
Noble one, we have something for you.
Yeah, okay.
Very well, very well.
And will they then attack? Ooh. Ooh. That's the big question, because sometimes they do that. Oh, okay. Not this turn, at least. But I do see that they occasionally pull such stunts. The AI. Beriothian. You are going down to Imlad Karnan, and it is going to be lovely. They are sending troops north, but are they heading to my shores or those of Gondor? Only time will tell.
My lord, approaching quietly.
Oh, hello, Tier 3. Yeah, okay, there are some troops gathered here. Mostly with depleted armies. If this is anything to go by, but still. Forces nonetheless. Kanhad, none. Okay. Oh, Gondor is moving on Cerelond and poised to take it with that kind of force. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're going to smash Isengard's heads in. That is for sure. They have Citadel guards and everything. I mean, there are quite a few Isengard forces in the area, but they don't really seem like they would cut mustard, to be honest. So that's at least something. I can send you down there. So yes, Gondor is going through a period of reclamation. And I wonder, might Dolamroth be doing this? No, they're not at war with Isengard, so they are not going to touch that. They are focused on the south, as I suppose they actually should be. So, points for accuracy there. Okay, here's an idea. We make an army composed purely of only the strongest possible troops. So of course this is going to be a bit of an outlier of an army, but it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice.
Come, my brothers.
Hmm. Ents in 5 turns, elves and, you know, more than 10. Yay. Okay. Tharband, though. Ah. Great art gallery. Let's go. It seems like culture situation is improving over here, so I will soon be able to just pick up the pieces of Lord Celeborn the Aggressive's army and leave. Maybe you can already do that now. I will have to come back and check. Let's focus on growth for Oldburg, because I want those bloody orc walls to go away. I don't like them. Oh, and a great art gallery will actually materially improve things around here. That's nice. I usually tend to find that only doing something, you know, maybe in the realm of 20 gold coins or something like that, which is on the whole not the most significant bit of money. Okay, so what let me think. This lovely army that we have sent southward. What do we need? 6 extra troops. You know, we actually have them. So that's just gonna be you guys. And you're going to link up with them somewhere around here.
By the light of Elbereth, orders completed. Elves, my lord, conceal our movements.
Yeah. So you're gonna go over there, basically. And then you can move south. And here beyond. What about you? Yes, what about you indeed? Let's send you over there, and let's send you some elves to, you know, make up for the ones you don't have anymore. Then you can go to Dantalad and pick up some forces, and it's all going to be nice. Okay, we're now, actually, starting to curb our financial gains by just a tiny amount. And there we go. Bregnas, say hello to your doom. Yeah, that's not gonna go well for them.
Yes, my lord.
You guys over there. I suppose let's just keep you somewhere around Rulberg, so you can talk to Dorwinion if they get any funky ideas of attacking our allies or something like that. Might be relevant. Kind of feel a bit of a sneeze coming on though. Inland Carnan. Let's besiege it. So, what do we have in this area? Nothing that proves even mildly threatening. So, next turn I'll just attack Captain Ukrom and Jakluk, and then I'm going to go for the settlement itself. It's an orcish city, so no defenses worth mentioning. Time for pouring, drinking tea. It makes me so happy. And I know you can't see, but at least you can hear it when I tell ye. So, the High Elves take their turn. Doing the... Oh! Gondor managed to take Saruman this turn. Oh, nice. You can kind of see it in the corner, in the minimap. There's, because it's a rather big region, so it just suddenly flipped white. Well, excellent news, I suppose. Except for the fact that if we are going to take any settlements in that Gondor area, we are probably going to have to hurry up a bit. Or there won't be any left for the taking. Oof. It would seem that... oh. Yes. Khand has been destroyed by Harad, I suppose. Yeah, okay. So they are going to be bored very soon, and who are they going to turn on? These guys. Not necessarily a wise strategic move, but at least it's one that the AI is very fond of making, and so I declare it not a possibility, but an inevitability. It's only a matter of when it's gonna happen. Trade is going to more than double. How nice. Gund, you're going to get more culture. Because that's what we do. We elves, we just, you know, we're kind of passive in converting people. We're not using clerics or anything to really just push our culture upon others. No. We don't have any missionaries as such. We just hang up paintings in cities and hope that they just, yeah, do their thing. And by all accounts, it seems to be working, so what do I know? I think there is some logic to that, you know. Allowing people to experience your culture at their own leisure usually is a more viable way to convince them of its merits than trying to shove it down their throats. At least that is my experience from whenever I've... Yeah. And that goes both ways, both for other people who were willing to share their culture with me, whether through food, music, dance, whatever. Or whenever I have done similar things for others. Beriothian, though. All he's going to share with Captain Ukrum is 1,000 arrows and a lot of elven blades. He strove forever for the dominion of Middle-earth, and boy has he failed. I'm going to laugh at Sauron until the end of time. Let's just line up all our archers in the same way. I think that's gonna be okay today. Now we don't have any cavalry, which is actually... I'm not gonna call it a huge problem, but... yeah, it is a bit annoying. But at least they don't have any cavalry either, so... we're on equal footing on that front. But one front on which equal footing does not exist today is the fact that elves are a bit lighter on their feet than orcs. So yay for us then. And there goes... there go a bunch of arrows. And we have successfully lured them. So let me just quickly pause this because I want to make a bit of an adjustment. Okay. And then these lads, they can kind of go over here in that way. That should see them at less of a disadvantage in terrain. So that's cool. And I mean, yeah, I am kind of just milking the game for tactical advantage. Because why not? I mean, it's giving the enemy a chance against this army is a bit of a lost cause anyway, so might as well rub salt in the wound and laugh. Here come the Black Uruks, but they are running straight toward, well, arrows and Galasma swordsmen, so yeah. And now I think we've reached the time where we're just going to fire upon halberds and archers, while our melee troops deal with theirs. Yep, that is what I like to see.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Enemy troops falling before me. And you move on the halberds. The Moran Guard are basically done.
Our men have slain
There we go.
Without him, his troops will lose. Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Yep. Goodbye. 92% done. Let's just take them out before we shoot our own anymore. Because I do think we did. Ooh, yeah, these sentinels, they got the worst of it. Sorry, lads. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to. But yeah, our archers, they just nailed it this once because, of course, they did. They were given every opportunity to just squash the enemy. And so, here we are. They were the Dunlendings fled and hid themselves, for they were afraid of elvish folk. Again, 3 F's, and also in fled. So, actually, yeah, 3 in one sentence, but 2 in the entire text, or 1 more in the entire text as well. So, a lot of F's. Lovely alliteration. It's an excellent thing, and a thing that Tolkien did very well. Speaking of things that Tolkien did very well, well, no, speaking of things done very well, Captain Muzzlag,
Fight to the end.
he's about to be well done indeed. I wonder who's the faction leader of Mordor at this point. I mean, technically it would be Sauron, but he is nowhere present in the physical form. So, what gives, I wonder? Okay, so this time we're going to organize our troops a little bit more. Not because it is necessarily strictly needed, but it is going to help, I think. Okay, and we're already kind of shooting them a little bit. Ah, how nice. They come at us. Who go first? The archers, because of course they do. They have a death wish or something. Okay, so let's just storm in with our infantry, and Gurthinen, you can just drop that and come with them as well. Archers, you can begin to move that way, I think. And
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
yeah, just continue in that direction, please. Thank you. Okay, and our infantry is making it inside. Halberds, you go with them because you are going to help a bit when it comes to taking the square. You'll be very good at that job, I think. And from over here, we're just going to give them a bit of a sideways bombardment. But actually, we're going to be over here. I think that's going to be nice. And elven tactical carpet bombing. Oh, our Gurthinen have been very, very eager. Of course they have, because it didn't stop them. But, okay then. We're going to move in on them. You're going to go for those archers, and Galadhrim swordsman, you're going to go over there. Ah, how neat. We're already coming into position. And some Black Uruk Hellbears. Maybe those are actually the ones that merit shelling first. There you go. Shoot the Hellbears, please. Okay. Ar-Adûnâim perhaps going to bear the brunt of today's attack, but I'm okay with that. It's not like they're probably our least valuable units, to be fair. Well, actually they are. They are our least valuable units on the field here today.
Only half the enemy force remains.
And there go the halberds. There are like 20 left. So now we're going to shoot at those orc hosts that are standing over there. And those archers are going to feel the brunt of it as well. Okay. Galadhrim swordsman, you are taking down the Black Uruks, and you're doing a smashing job. Halberds, let's just smash everyone into the square at this point. I think that's going to be okay. Archers, have you rained death upon them enough? Okay, yeah, now you have, I think. Now it's the time to push. Okay, and so we will. So, everybody move in at the square, because that is where we are going to just overwhelm them. We're going to attack them from a couple of different sides, and they are not going to be happy about it, but then again, their happiness wasn't really my main consideration in the first place, shall we say?
Our men are in command of the city.
Orc host, goodbye. And, oh, there's some halberds, goodbye. What else? Some Orc host, goodbye. Would you care to die? Thank you, goodbye. And, yeah. Not too many lost to friendly fire, only 3 this time around, which is very well done. But very well done, very well done, very well done. Okay. Gurthinen, 165. Yes, the remaining 106 of your company, actually 110 after healing, they will be getting the golden waffle tonight. Ar-Adûnâim was cleared of the enemy, but lay largely in ruins. And before you ask about golden waffles and how much sense that would make, you know, it does make some sense, because a good waffle is well done when it is golden on the surface. You know, at least that's that's how we phrase it in Danish. If you are to bake something, roast something, and you would say that it is, it's that through this process, its surface is gilded or a bit, then yeah, that is basically, or not gilded, but golden, yes. Made to resemble the valuable substance of gold in its coloring. Is it completely and utterly, you know, sensical? No, I wouldn't say it necessarily is, but I am going to be okay with it. Because it's what I grew up with, and sometimes that's just how the world works. You're okay with the things you grew up with. Despite sometimes lacking any merit beyond that. But hey, here we are. Creatures of habit. The human race. For better or worse, those are our ways. Taurion, you're going to go into Stala, and even that is not their capital, so they must also have lands beyond those borders. So they probably are, yes, of course, up here in Upper Kashbar. Okay, so it is actually still going to be a bit of a while before we can be rid of them. Which means, Celeborn, you are going to leave this desolate plain. You will take with you any troops that actually have something approaching material value on the battlefield, like that. And you're going to move through Morgost, I'm going to say. Oh! Okay. Well, let's hope we don't, let's hope their wrath isn't too great. You know, let's hope they don't rebel too much. We might just, manage to convince them otherwise. And then he'll pick up some troops from here, and he'll move down south and past this area and take on the remaining Mordor forces. I think that is going to be lovely. Don't you? I think so. Of course you do. So, Saruland has been taken. Well done, Gondor. Londgalen? Londgalen as well. Well done, Gondor, on 2 fronts there. You really are just curb stomping what remains of Isengard. But of course, I mean, so you should, because you have your main industrial centers back, and they have lost theirs a long time ago. You just see their ranking, it's collapsing completely. Where's Gondor? There it is. And yes, Gondor is soon back at full strength. Because when Gondor only has one enemy to worry about, they actually do quite well. That tends to be the case. If they have to worry about Isengard on one front and Mordor on the other, they collapse in on themselves. But if they only have to worry about Isengard on one front, then, yeah, Isengard won't be happy. But then again, I mean, they're orcs. They never seem to be happy in this universe.
Yes, my lord.
Okay. So here come our fine captain. He is going to meet up with you there. Ar-Adûnâim. So next turn, this army will gather with quite a few archers, 1 unit of cavalry, but you know, it's a good one. It's one with full upgrade, so to speak, 12 attack, which is nice and nifty. And we even make some money from next turn, which is nice as well. You go to Dor Norhach, that's pretty nice. Rumil, conqueror of Edoras. What shall we do with you? How happy would they be for us to leave? Probably not very happy at all, so we really need his administrative skills a little while longer. Bregnas, though. Mukluk. Oh, is that a unique bodyguard I see before me? Urukai Pikeman. Oh, hello there. Okay, so, yeah, okay, he's a general. He's not a family member, so to speak, but it's a Teutonic faction, isn't it? Yeah, okay. But he's not, he hasn't managed to climb the ranks beyond his general status, but I mean, general is still pretty high rank, I suppose. Anyhow. He's not gonna last beyond today. Actually, I'm kind of going to be betting on our ability to just provoke them to leave their walls pitiful though they are. The walls, I mean, well, I suppose the orcs are kind of pitiful as well. So, yeah. Time to shoot, time to shoot. Urukai archers and pikemen. Oh dear. Not a good matchup against our archers. Okay, okay, they didn't take the bait, so we shall have to knock down a few bits of wood here. And what's a good position from which to bombard them? I suppose it's just going to be there. And, there we go. Cavalry, yeah. I don't think you're going to be needed too much today. It's all about the archers. There are some wolf marauders over there that we can reach. Okay. Run into position and shoot those. Oh, okay, you can't. Oh, okay. But here go the gates. Okay, so let's move in, I suppose. Like that, and like that, and like that. And you lads, you can just pee on the side. You might be required, who knows. How much damage do they deal though when they're... Oh, you know, actually you're going to be required in shutting down those archers. Swordsman, all run that way, please. Okay, that just means that the archers, you're going to move on against the pikemen. You're going to be running a little bit. Halberdiers, you're going to plug that gap. And you are massacring the archers. Indeed you are. Very nice. Let's run you into their formation and disrupt it. And yes, indeed we are. And we're kind of catching them out. They'll have to run away or go through us. So they run away. Okay, interesting. Let's just follow them. That's okay. We shoot the pikemen. They don't like it. They go into wide formation. But it doesn't save them because elves are kind of accurate. But we also just have enough archers for it not to matter. And the archers are really on the back foot. Actually, so much so that I'm going to meet them with my cavalry from outside. That's going to be my thing here today. Oh, the pikemen, they are sad. Sad, and doing very bad. And the Urukai archers, doing very bad too. We're not even going to reach them with the cavalry, so... There we go. Just celebrating the defeat of our enemies. And there are 11 left. Oh, and there are enemy stands. Just, yeah, he must be really thinking to himself what went wrong today. But he is taking a pounding. Okay, well. If he's not gonna die, we're gonna charge him. That's just all there's to it.
Our men have taken control of the city.
And the cavalry actually arrive first. And along with the archers, it's just a combined effort to take him down, and he falls. There he goes.
This is a clear victory.
Very nice, very good. We lost only 5 elves today. Less than 1% of our force. But still. Could perhaps been avoided, but I must tell you, my heart wasn't really in that battle. It was kind of cool to see that pikeman general. But beyond that... I wasn't really willing to give them a fair fight. For I am serious also, deadly serious, and my heart is hot within me. Oh yes, I bet. And so we've taken Bragnaz, which is a wonderful turn of events. Which might actually be Isengard's final holdings in these lands, because around us stretch the borders of Edgwaith. What do we have here? We have stables, we have brawlers pits. I mean, it's a multicultural place, this. So Rohan must have taken it at some point. And then... yeah, so it's been in Isengard's, then Rohan's hands, and then we have taken... and then Isengard again, after which we have taken it. So... how fun. Oh, goodbye, Brawler's Pit. I'm not going to be needing you anymore. Okay.
Yes, my lord.
Leofric's bowing. Hello, Dorwinion. How are you doing? Pretty well, apparently. You've got yourselves your Avarin plate armorers and all that. Lovely jazz. And you have upgraded Logarth into a stronghold.
Yes.
A Northman one, I hope. Indeed it is. Yeah, they are leaning heavily on their Avari forces.
Come, my brothers.
Calenhad, yeah, you don't like the idea of Rumil leaving you. Aw. Maforthion, the gatekeeper, though. Could you leave Asciliath? Probably.
Follow me.
Let's just see. If need be. Okay. So actually, I might just put
Swiftly.
some cavalry in there. Where they can also retrain. Oh, nice.
By the light of Elbereth. Over here.
And you can go to Calenhad.
Come, my brothers.
And the rest of this army can just plod onwards. Maybe we can use them as a... yeah. As a minor force.
Follow me.
They can pick up some troops on their way. Head down to Parthior.
Up the road. Sire.
And Utheradian, you are just doing your thing, which is good. That is what... you'll just wait around until next turn. Sentinels, let's send you somewhere useful. Like Onodrith, where you can be retrained and cared for. Dorwinion don't seem intent on attacking us. But they have upgraded Celeborn. Ah, okay. Those are the things I like to see. The legacy of Mordor dismantled.
Elves. By the light of Elbereth.
Himlet Karn then.
Scout the area.
I mean, let's just build
Orders.
a tower over here.
We'll need that one. Stay alert. Elves, we must give
My lord.
as much as you may wish it. I am not yours.
Cool. But it is perhaps only a matter of time before Harad attacks us, so I am going to keep an eye on them. Here in the south. If they have any sense, then they will try to start with Ar-Adûnâim, because if nothing else, that is a weakly defended settlement. But knowing the AI, they will probably just attack Haldir, Tirthoros, and be completely demolished. Anyway, they choose to do it. It's not going to go well for them, I think. Mordor does nothing at all. Ar-Adûnâim tribes, they seem intent on moving through my lands rather than on them. And rather than invading them. Well, it is technically an invasion. It's a foreign military moving through my territory, so... and that is characterized as an invasion. Even by friendly forces, if agreement was made between the leaders of the respective nations, yeah, or militaries, depending on what nation we're talking about, then it is actually considered an act of war for military personnel to be traveling even through a country. And even in Europe, the European Union, where I live, which has the infamous and famous Schengen area, offering free movement for citizens and businesses alike, well, that doesn't really extend to the military in the same way, as far as I know, because yeah. Though, of course, diplomatically speaking, most countries kind of just shrug it off as if, say, I know, for instance, there was some a story a while back about a Swedish, I don't believe he was an officer, but he was, yeah. So he was traveling back from, through Denmark to Sweden. No, he was traveling through Denmark to another, to a barracks. No, actually, I think it was a Danish dude. Oh, I'm getting my story mixed up. But yeah, so yes, it was. I believe it was a Danish soldier who was going to visit friends or family or something after having spent time in a barracks in Denmark, and he was coming straight from there, and he had forgotten to take off his uniform, and so his entry into Sweden could, on technical grounds, be considered an invasion and an act of war, just like Captain Ruith is doing here. But I mean, the authorities mostly shrugged it off. I don't even know if there were any personal or professional consequences for the guy, though he may have been reprimanded. I mean, it probably was, because I mean, they would have to. But it's not like he suddenly found himself before a tribunal or anything. Yeah. Okay. And of course, there is the distinct possibility that I may have been completely wrong about everything regarding the story, but I just found it interesting. The day not too many years ago when Denmark technically invaded Sweden, because a soldier forgot to take off his uniform. You know, those things happen. Oh, how lovely. Okay, yeah. Celeborn is going to be given a glorious army, I tell you. How glorious? So glorious that, I mean, I'm not even sure I know how to spell the words describing such a glorious army as the one that is going to escort him.
Yes, my lord.
Public baths, I suppose. Don't see any apparent benefits, but and Thalban seems to indeed be under control. Gratifying, gratifying, gratifying. You're going to head east. We're going to scout out what Mordor has, because it might stretch along the mountains like this. You know, in lieu of the whole script they have with canned. And we are in Asthala. How nice. Our sentinels arrive in Ordrith. And, that is all hunky-dory. Yeah, Gondor will soon have taken the entirety of their old kingdom back. Which is really cool to see. I mean, except for Osgiliath. We're holding on to that one. Not that we can rebuild Osgiliath or anything, though fun that would be. And so, Mordor, what are you going to do? I saw you had quite a big army down there in the former region, the region formerly known as Khand. Or Harad, what might you be up to at this time of year? Tell me, tell me, tell me. What do you do? Not much. Oh, a no-nonsense elf. Sure, I'll take that. Dantalad. Oh, okay. Fenris Drunen besieged. Okay, Imlan Khanan is starting to get a little bit insurrectionist. So, good to be back. Good to be back, says Beriothian. And that's basically, that basically calms everyone down. Oh, this elven fellow is so nice. Ah, Mordor is actually kind of making a move. But, I mean, yeah, okay. It's just classic Mordor. Chelkard. Western Khand apparently is held by Harad, so... And it is Mordor's capital, so it is likely to be... Well, one of two last settlements for them. Though, perhaps they... No, they don't hold Kashbar either. So... Estala is the only... riverside settlement, if that is to be believed. Ibrui upgrades. Ginyard gets, well, archers. Western Skiliath. I get an armorer. Yay. Bragnas Alta Studio. Let's continue that lovely trend. And let's build a tower to keep watch on our border. And maybe we should do like this and send you like this. And do something similar for the archers, why don't we? And everyone below a certain threshold is just going to be sent back toward Ginyard and Fulberg and Isengard, perhaps, for the purposes of retraining. But who actually has the better opportunities for retraining? Soon it will be Onodrith, actually, so yeah, that's where they're gonna go. Or maybe Edras, I don't know. No, not Edras by a long shot. Tirith Anduin? Sure, that would be likely. And with Radian, you're going to move toward Kirtior. And so is, of course, Rimmel.
Like the wind. Stay alert. By the light of Elbereth. Orders. How may I serve? My lord. Yes, my lord. Elven warriors.
You guys, yeah, you're less than 20 men short, so that's fine.
Yes, my lord. My lord.
Elven warriors.
Let's take you though, maybe.
My lord.
Elven warriors.
Yes, my lord.
For the light.
Maybe you could merge with these 25.
Swiftly.
Conceal our sire.
Elves.
That's basically the only challenge in the game, keeping my army at full strength at all times. Hmm.
Follow me.
Over here, elves. Orders completed. Sire. We will need that.
And we built a tower along this lovely road.
Elves. We must
It'll take a while for him to
stay alert.
get over there though, so let's just park all those guys at Estelad.
Elves.
Orders.
For the light.
You guys can go to Morgoth for retraining actually. And whatever else. Not much else to be fair.
Elves.
Yes,
There's some
my
troops over here. That could go down to meet you.
Be vigilant.
It's very good, very good, very good, very nice. Okay, I like this. It's coming together well.
I'm gonna stick you.
Yeah, we're just gonna hold out and then like Karnan. It's not gonna be difficult. Don't know what Captain Sahara is doing, but I suppose we will find out. That is the inevitable way of things. Harad will attack us. Because the AI is nothing if not overconfident. And yeah, they won't challenge us nearly as much as my secret mission to always keep my armies neat and tidy. Nett und ordnunglich. I don't think that's actually a word, ordnunglich, but it is in German. But anyway, oh, the Lord of Isengard is dead. Doesn't mean that. Okay, well, thanks to Final Stand. Interesting. So it's a matter of where that army then spawns. Will it be? Where would it be? Birds? I wonder. Where is it? This is going. Is it going to be? It's going to be. Okay then. Okay then. Okay, Rumel, you're going to have one final challenge before leaving. So what we're gonna do is we're going to go here, and we're going to send off a bunch of troops into Ginyard.
Elves. Come on.
My lord. Orders.
By the light of Elbereth.
Yeah, and then
Elven
we're
warriors.
gonna take some lovely retrained troops from Ginyard.
Sire.
That's gonna be okay.
Have a taste of my
Maybe it's even gonna be enough. Who knows? But we do have some troops in Goon who can help. So let's send those two.
Elven warriors.
Do.
For the light.
And let's move them over there. Let's see what Ughrum does, because they do have a tendency to just say, screw it, I'm going to walk all the way through enemy territory down to the pass of Kirthior. But
Yes, my
yeah, only time will tell whether they besiege us or just try to trample through our lands.
Without question.
Either way, we will be something resembling ready because of Rumil's presence in the region. Crop rotation in the Skiliath? Sure. Foldberg, irrigation. Nice. Do you know, I'm actually thinking that maybe a militia armory would help a bit, but not enough to justify it, to be honest. Public baths. Marksman range. It's gonna be fine. We have here an armory. Public baths. At least it gives some good auxiliaries in terms of healing and stuff like that. That's basically what it does, I think. Not much for the town, but gives a cool perk for generals. And Mordor sent a spy, which is fine. Ah, okay, they seem rather insistent on posing a threat to what we do here in these lands.
Yes, my lord. Swiftly. Elven warriors. This is the way.
But don't you worry, because Celeborn is coming. I think the only Galathrym units Celeborn will be needing is probably the scouts because of their mobility.
My lord.
Shall we just make sure that this border is indeed... Oh, path blocked by Captain Umayur. Okay.
Approaching quietly.
This is a wide region though. It's not like we're going to need him in that settlement anytime soon, but yes.
Tomorrow's journey planned out.
A last holdout for Mordor. How far the mighty have fallen.
Elves. Sire. Elven warriors.
These should probably be sent to the front, even though they can't necessarily be used immediately. Where's the Ar-Adûnâim? Oh yes, he's actually catching up with the Rune Mill. So, it's kind of nice to see. And we have gotten ourselves a new lovely general in Arfenion, who will learn the ropes eventually, I suppose. In the meantime, Horthian is managing the living daylights out of Irui. That's going very, very well indeed. We can get some Galathrym swordsmen, and soon we'll probably be able to retrain those guards as well. Hitherbin, always welcome. Oh, can we get some Hitherbin? No, not yet. Okay. Yeah, let's get these guys shipped along. Then they can pick up some extra ones here and move over here where more can be trained and more can be trained. How nice, how nice, how nice. Our Galathrym armies are standing tall and proud in service of Galadriel, Empress of the Universe, or soon to be at least. What is our overview saying? We have 38 regions, which is a fifth of the world, I think. Or very close to, at least. Let's see what Isengard's presence in Eisenrun results in. This is becoming a bit of a long episode, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Kalan is the Venezuela. Moving closer to our border once again. I mean, is it just to move through, or... Oh, hello, Mordor! You finally attack us at Lothlorien. Well, welcome. Make yourselves at home. I guess. And Harad, you do nothing. And Ogrum does nothing.
By the light of Elbereth.
But I suppose he is, or Isengard is under a lot of pressure.
Come on, elves.
And we're gonna catch up with him at this rate. It's pretty cool. We must have some nice movement bonuses on this general. He's in safe lands, that helps. Reasonable ruler. That's nice. He understands logistics. Oh, that helps, of course. Exceptional counselor. Elvish rope. That helps a lot. March wardens help, I suppose. No, they don't. Gardener. Oh, ambusher. What's that? Galadrim Sentinels. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so he has a lot of movement buffs, actually. Which Ogrum does not. So he will catch up with him in a turn or two. Probably two. Rochberg is soon getting into upgradable territory. Let's go with the golden boys. And Wade. How are we doing over here? Got a great art gallery, so the next thing we'll actually want to do is grow this settlement right up. So that already will take us up to 2% growth, which is good. Derweth. Lovely. Ar-Adûnâim. Growth. And Telethoros. Stronghold. How nice. Yes, we can upgrade it. This is good. This is good. This is very, very good. If Harad attacks us with an elven stronghold, we will be in a far better position, which I will enjoy wholeheartedly. Okay. So
Yes, my lord.
we're going to move those guys in there. We're going to retrain most of them, to be fair.
Elves. Yes, follow me. Like the wind. My lord. Yes, my lord.
Oh, and Celeborn also has movement buffs that our infantry can't replicate.
My lord. Sire.
Okay, he'll be moving across the Morgai flats over there, but that's fine because infantry can reach him. Good, good, good. All going well.
Have a taste of my blade. I'm gonna stick you. Have a taste of my blade.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let them attack me. I'm feeling lazy. Okay. And over here, what do we have? We have Hither bin over there.
For the light.
Yeah, let's just send them over there
Yes, my lord.
to splice into that unit there and then move toward Khaz Galadhon, where they can be retrained.
For the light. Elven warriors. Elves. Onward, elves. Swiftly. This is the way.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Come on. Reinforcements.
That's a pretty solid army though, isn't it? Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that, and Utheradian is also coming along. Maybe he should be having the pleasure of the Beriah and Goliath, but Yeah, I might just make that happen next turn.
I'm gonna stick you. I'm gonna stick you.
My lord.
How are things here, Curtis? Oh, Gondor wasting no time in going to war. They're just sending army after army. Yeah, okay, it's going to fall very soon. And they've also taken the west over here. I suppose they all... Zaragrondos is probably gone. But, Hanon the Fearless, a great general indeed. Slogdush is also pretty good, I suppose. Is he the factionaire? Okay. An interesting battle awaits. And I suppose that is what Ogrum is doing. He's moving in to assist. And we move into Jelkar, and it seems that our spy succeeded in infiltrating the settlement. Always nice when I don't hear that blade hitting metal kind of sound and the characteristic of dying spies in this world. I think this is an episode that has shown good progress. We have captured another couple of settlements, and we are making headway toward the final destruction of Isengard and Mordor. The union of the two towers, well, they shall be united also in their defeat. Oh, hello there! I didn't see that one coming. So they actually... Okay, so they think Gund is a bordering region, and so they attack it. Okay, sure. Yeah, okay. That checks out with AI behavior. Oh, okay. So we did lose our spy. Well, okay. Sure, let's get Orphan married. He's gonna be ever so happy. Ever so happy indeed. I mean, otherwise he's just sitting there bored out of his mind in the Reichan, far away from all the action of the world. Dantalad, you can get more buildings, which is good. I'm just gonna give you all of them. You have a bunch of troops as well. Saragost is basically ready to train elites, which is good. One of the how you on the recruitment though. Ooh, that's very nice.
Swiftly. Onward. Elven warriors.
Because that means you can now retrain those archers. Western Skirth Armory. Worth it. And Eisenrun. You got your roads. It's good to see. Good to see. Progress coming to this rundown city. Gund got the Great Art Gallery just before an army of orcs invade. You know, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's just manage the living daylights out of Calenad so we can get more 40 on the gatekeeper out of there too at some point. Ostathiel, you need a Great Art Gallery. No question there. After which you need a stable, that, and then everything else will follow. Marksman's range. At some point, but not now. Bregnas. You get a Grey Dart Gallery too. It feels just like yesterday when I captured it. But many turns have already passed. So, what do we have going on here? We need you into a fort and...
Over here, elves. By the light of Elbereth.
Orgrim,
Like the wind.
prepare to be destroyed. Because Rumil, the conqueror of Edras, has come. Do they have trolls? No, they do not have trolls. They just have a whole lot of orcs and a bit of cavalry as well. Some wildmen, but yeah. Okay, fair enough. It's not going to be the most challenging battle in the world. Yeah, I'm going to command that army in battle, which means it probably won't even enter the field. Orgrim, you are about to be attacked. And this might just close out this episode as the last stand army of Isengard meets
Not be allowed to triumph this day.
its last stand. Indeed, it shall be the last stand for the last stand army, drawing its last breath upon Rumil's last challenge of this episode. Okay. Not a great battle map for us, but it's not terrible either. Do you know what I want to do? I want to take this very mobile elven line and put them over there because they're pretty fast, so they can probably outrun most things. Then we have the cavalry to intercept theirs if they get any funky ideas. And then we can pull back to this hill where catapults await. With heavy archers. And halberds. We have a lot of archers here today, which might come as a disadvantage, but we will see. Actually, we can go even further. We can go... Jesus, what is this? Okay, there we go. How it positions troops this game. It's sometimes very hard for me to really just comprehend. But there they all are. With their pikemen in front. Okay. So we are not going to be winning any awards for humongous numbers of kills initially because, well, we're apparently shooting at their most formidably armored troops. You know what? Maybe let's see what happens if we just run over there now. Because they do seem to be coming at us willfully. Taking a couple of percent of their forces. Which is always good. And our cavalry is apparently kind of moving into those berserkers. Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that, no. So we're going to put them over there. Okay. Our heavy archers are starting to find their targets. As are the catapults. Oh dear, what are they shooting at? Cavalry? No, berserkers. Not with any great accuracy, but I suppose my hopes weren't high. Not at this distance anyway. And the rain is of course hampering archers a bit. I mean, in practice, if this were real life, they or if this were truly realistic, then I mean most bows would be completely, I mean, especially of this era when it's actually just threaded strings. Yeah, they would be nearly useless in weather like this, in such harsh rain conditions. But our catapults are getting some good hits in. It's good to see. And the rain seems to be easing a bit, which is also nice. Let's move these archers over there. And let's move these archers over here. So we have some cavalry that we need to deal with eventually. Let's shoot the horsemen. The marauders are coming at us, so they're gonna get the love of our scouts. And okay, we'll also need to deal with those non-landing horsemen. So hit them in, please. Charge. Okay, they just won't be deterred. That's sad. But we did take a lot of them down in that volley of arrows, so that's nice to see. And those berserkers will kind of go down a bit. I'm pretty confident in my March Warden's ability to weather the storm of the cavalry. They deserve to be named their own unit, so there they go. Hello there, you're being accosted by horsemen. I guess the biggest damage and harm they will cause is meaning that. What was that? Did you just? Oh, okay, that was actually an expertly done catapult blast. So hooray for that, I suppose. That was pretty good. Cool. Okay. You don't need to be on guard mode because we have kinda drawn the ire of most of their forces away from the center, so there's pikemen though. Might want to take a look at them. Okay. Ooh, okay, bodyguards. Ouch! Ah! These catapults are just going from strength to strength. But oh dear, those spearmen. We need to turn the tide over here, but we will. Slam. Ouch. That's not something they like. Shoot the crossbows over there, I think. Now this army is going to be slightly diminished, but I think we'll be alright. Thank God against halberdiers. That is not a matchup in their favor. At all.
Our men have slain the enemy general.
Ouch, and we managed to shoot that general down. Well, that should actually kind of start to be the end of them. We should see their morale unravel any moment now. Indeed. We are at that point, so catapults cease firing. You actually already kind of have, but anyway, might as well make it official. Oh, and they flee before us. All we need to do is catch them. Orgrim. Gone. Okay. It is time for our march wardens to lay down their bows, draw their swords, and attack their archers. And sure, heavies as well. Because then we'll have no arrows flying through the air, and we can attack them without a care. Because we know that we know how well our army will fare when our troops aren't being shot from the archers back there. Or by the archers back there. And so here we are.
Are utterly vanquished. This is a great victory worthy of only the mightiest of generals.
Yavanna's chosen just astonishingly good unit, to be honest. Yep. There we go. Victory can't be far away now. Because we're just taking them down a peg every single time. We ended up losing 8% of one army that just dealt a death blow to their last stand army. Which, yeah. Not sure that's how that mechanic is usually intended. It's meant to be a challenge, but no, not with high-level elves. Doing their thing, doing what they do best. Yeah. Let's get rid of them. So, don't we have a few troops here? Yeah, we actually do. So, Lovely. And archers, you're going to do the same. And that's kind of it, isn't it? Except for Rumor himself, but he didn't really take any losses, so yay. Army back to something resembling full strength. Yay! Ah, Gondor didn't manage to take Kerthior.
My lord, approaching quietly.
Though of course they still might.
Approaching quietly.
Okay, the armies are moving south. That's interesting. Maybe Isengard has started threatening them a bit.
Approaching quietly.
Okay, so they are... Yeah, they're fighting here by Anulond. So I take it that Isengard still holds Andrast. But we'll see. We will see.
My lord, approaching quietly.
But this does leave open the door for Lothlorien and Rumil to waltz in and just take the castle of Kerthior.
My lord.
So maybe we should just, yeah.
Tomorrow's journey planned out.
Ooh, retraining some troops, always good. Let's do that for the glory of our new elven neighborhood.
My lord. Onward! Be vigilant. Full 'em up.
These troops are running behind a bit, but they can go to Bragness, I suppose. And you guys can go from Bragness to Hornburg. Yeah. You can go there. And then we actually do have a bunch of troops here.
How may I serve? Follow me. Orders. Come, my brother.
So we can send down 2 generals, Hebion and Lithonion.
By the light of Elbereth, elves.
11, so what should come.
Come, my brothers. Elven warriors.
We don't have cavalry, so we are going to take everything but yeah, it's basically gonna be all those and
How may I serve? Elves. Yes, my lord. For the light.
another halberd unit. Let's go with that.
This is the way.
Very nice.
Elves. Elven warriors.
Well balanced army, I'd say.
The light of Elbereth.
With a spare general, which is also good. And we have military access with Lothlorien, so we can just go through their territory, I suppose.
Over here, elves.
You're gonna go down and attack Isthala. That's gonna be your thing. And how are we doing
Elven warriors.
with Celeborn,
Elves.
the aggressive?
Scout the area. At ease.
Walking around over here.
Follow me. For the light. My lord. For the light. Onward. By the light
Ah.
of Elbereth.
That's basically his army completed. Unless we're going to go full infantry on it,
Elven warriors.
which I kind of do
Come on.
for this one.
Be vigilant.
So
Lord. For the
there we are.
ready, elves.
And no, he's not gonna go with the catapults on this one. No. He's gonna go full elven.
Swiftly.
He's the old-fashioned fellow, you know.
At ease.
Let the others deal with newfangled machinery of war.
For the light. Yes, my lord. Elves. For the light. Elves.
Good. He's just gonna march up with all of his elves and say, oh, and Mordor even just said, ah, sod it. We're not gonna take it anyway. At least it's honest, you know. Kind of respect that.
Light of Elbereth. We will need that one. Over here, elves.
And now I'm taking another turn. I'm saying that this is going to be the end of the episode, and then it's as if the game just forces my hand. It's guided by an invisible hand, so to speak, to completely miss the point of Adam Smith. I don't think he was talking about the addictiveness of video games. But Mordor, what will you do now? Will you just slink back into your Come on! You have to decide what you want to do, Mordor. Either you want to attack us, or you're going to slink back into your little settlement over there and be done with bothering me, because that is just undignified. Anyway.
Onward. Yes, my lord. For the light. Onward. By the light of Elbereth. Elven
What do we have? We have a lot of swordsmen.
elves.
Maybe a few more than we need, to be honest. So I'm going to sacrifice one of them for an archer unit.
My lord. Onward. Reinforcements.
That looks good to me.
My brothers. At ease.
Armor in Edoras. Could be relevant, I suppose, but not while that guy's governing it, that's for sure. And let's be fair, he's going to be doing that for quite a while. Oldburg, though, I mean, you could really stand to lose some of that corruption, so let's see what that does. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, nearly 200. That is money well spent. And the turn report. Okay. So our economy is doing fine. We have enough in our coffers to sustain a little bit of economic discontent. Oh, and here comes Gondor. I suppose Isengard will be fighting tooth and nail to keep their settlement, but even if they manage to do that, we will... Oh, okay. Right.
Elven warriors. Come on, sire. Yes, my onward. Ready, elf, follow me. My lord. Elven warriors, swiftly come, my brothers. Onward, elf. We join in arms.
Yeah, you're gonna go this way.
Scout the area.
That's just how it's gonna be now.
Like the wind.
It's gonna delay you a bit, but I'm gonna be okay with it.
Elves, we must give up the road.
Let's train our spy with some easy stuff. And send you to have a look at... another siege by Gondor. And who's... okay, it's a captain, but it's a captain with good troops, so it's kind of up in the air as far as I'm concerned. But if they have a good garrison script, then they might actually make it out alive. Isengard, that is. Ooh, Ents. I want those Ents. I like them very much. 7 hit points and 41 defense. That is absurdly good. Absurdly good.
Elven warriors.
Why do we have a forested region anyway here? Is Bregna's a forested region? Let's see. Oh, forestry. No, it's grassland. Okay. So we will need to head over toward, I don't know, Fangorn? In order to retrain our Gerbeleg. Or maybe, no, Isengard is mountainous, I believe. Rothberg. Oldberg is grassland, I suppose. Yes, it is. Yeah, not many forests in Rohan. It's a lot of great plains.
For the light, come on.
So we're just gonna take all you guys and you're gonna move up toward Lim here, I suppose. Because that is just how far you guys need to go in order to be retrained. And very angular, that's very good. In 2 places, nonetheless. Yeah, now I'm just blowing all my money on expensive elves. As you do. As you do.
Follow me. For the light. Swiftly. I'm gonna stick you.
Glukadar. And, is that it for this turn? No, we still have just this one unit yet left to move.
Elven warriors.
As well as, this one, of course. Yeah, you're just gonna follow them all. Follow all our lovely elves down as they rampage through Isengard's lines. I think Gondor will be able to take those regions before we get to them, but who knows? Who knows? Who really knows? Where are you gonna go? You're gonna go down toward Edoras, I suppose. What do we have here? Ooh, nicely trained Hitherwind. You should actually be going this way. Come on. Or maybe you should go and support Celeborn as he emerges from out here. You can actually do that. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can catch up with him eventually. It's not going to be too much of a problem to reach him before he gets down here to Imladgarden. So, yeah, that is probably the episode. Celeborn moves out of Mordor, and he is thus back in the game with a nice elven army that shall wrap up our campaign against the Dark Lord Sauron. And here beyond is also coming. Also, you know, quite a way away, but he will be arriving nonetheless, you know, in forever and a day, but still. And over here, Gondor is basically wrapping up the chapter on Isengard. I consider it unlikely for us to take those regions. But we will hang out there and have a look just to be sure. And the spy, I mean, let's just send him down to the castle over here, which might be in the hands of Edward White. It probably is, but let's just see. Either way, I have really enjoyed this. I have been Captain Total Waffle, and I hope you have a lovely day. And that's it for me this time. Captain Total Waffle, very considerably out.